This word is observed. Let's say that together. Observed. Observed means watch something carefully. Let's say that together. Observed means watch something carefully. This word is beamed. Let's say that together. Beamed. Beamed means smiled brightly. Let's say that together. Beamed means smiled brightly. Follow the Moon Home. A tale of one idea, 20 kids, and 100 sea turtles. Written by Philippe Cousteau and Deborah Hopkinson. Illustrated by Milo So. How did Viv feel when her mom told her she'd feel right at home? I always need help finding my way, especially in a new place. Before long, you'll feel right at home, Viv. I wasn't so sure. What is the class doing? Welcome, Vivian, called Mr. J. You're just in time for the fun. We're looking for a problem to solve. I got out my pencil and bit my lip. What happened when Viv rode all over town? I rode my bike all over town looking for a problem. Mostly I just got lost. What did the man tell Viv? On Saturday, I took Samson and Luna for a run on the beach. Mostly they pulled me. Let's make a gigantic hole, I gasped, plopping down. My big digger and my little digger sprang into action. Suddenly it was raining sand. Looks like fun, but be sure to fill in that hole, said a man walking by. It's nesting season. I smoothed out the sand and we all went to look. What do holes have to do with turtles? What did the baby sea turtles need to get to the sea? It's because of the babies, said a voice. I whirled to see a girl from school. I'm Clementine, she reminded me. Baby sea turtles need a clear path to the sea. Holes and sandcastles get in their way. I didn't know we had sea turtles here. Samson pulled on the leash. We do. Oh, and look what happened to this baby, cried Clementine. Why were you going the wrong way, little one? What happens to the baby sea turtles if there are bright lights at night? Mr. J had told us to use our own eyes, so that night Mom and I went back to the beach. As darkness fell, we could see bright lights winking on, one by one along the shore. That's it, I said. The lights in the beach houses are the problem. Why is that? Mom asked. When baby turtles hatch, they follow the strongest light they see, I explained. So if they head away from the sea, they get dehydrated and die. What did Viv need to solve the problem? My heart sank as I stared at the houses. There are so many. How can we ask all these people to turn off their lights? Most of these houses are vacation rentals, Mom said. That means new people come to stay every few weeks. We'd have to knock on doors every night. Clearly, I needed help to solve this problem, and I knew just how to get it. What did Clementine and Viv tell the class? On Monday morning, Clementine and I raised our hands first. We told the class what we'd learned and observed about loggerhead sea turtles. The sea turtle eggs are starting to hatch, I went on. To save the hatchlings, we need the whole class, the whole town to help. And that's how Lights Out for Loggerheads began. What did the class do to solve the problem? Our classroom became the Loggerhead Lab. First, we gathered lots of information. We read books, we visited an aquarium and a sea turtle hospital. We asked someone from the South Carolina Marine Turtle Conservation Program to speak to our class. We all brainstormed solutions, choosing the best ideas. Then, we got to work. We made posters and delivered them all over town. We wrote fact sheets for all the vacation beach houses. To pay for printing our flyers and posters, we held a bake sale. Andy, the coffee shop man, donated a whole pan of his famous granola. Happy to help! The editor promised to put my article in the community newspaper. Nice to have a new writer in town, she said. The printer gave us a discount. For the loggerheads. Rebecca and Max learned how to spread the word on the internet. Mr. J helped us write a press release. I was on TV as a class spokesperson. We invited volunteers from Scoot, South Carolina United Turtle Enthusiasts, to a town meeting. When the big night arrived, the room was packed. The room buzzed with ideas. What did everyone talk about at the meeting? We talked about how to make our beach a great place for turtles, how to mark nests, run nightly patrols, what to do if hatchlings get in trouble. How did Mr. J feel about his students? At the end, we decided to form our own volunteer group. People cheered for our class. Mr. J beamed. I'm proud of you all. That was the best night ever. Until... On the last evening of summer school, we went on a turtle patrol. Lots of parents came too. Everyone smiled as we watched the lights along the beach go out, one by one. We had done it. Suddenly, a movement on the sand caught my eye. Over here, I whispered. We crept closer, careful to stay quiet. A crescent moon shone on the waves. The sea glittered like silver. I made out first one, then two hatchlings. Soon the sand seemed to boil over with life. Tiny turtles, no more than 2 inches long, burst from the nest. We watched, barely daring to breathe. Would they know where to go? Then they were off, scurrying over the sand and into the shimmering sea. We stood together, smiling and silent with wonder. Then, just like the turtles, we followed the moon home. Let's say this word together. Observed. Observed means watch something carefully. On this page of our book, Viv tells the class what she observed about the loggerhead turtles. That means she's telling them what she saw. We could use the word observed another way. Like we could say, we observed some baby birds hatch from eggs. Let's say this word together. Beamed. Beamed means smiled brightly. On this page of our book, it says that Mr. J beamed. That means he smiled at his students. We could use the word beamed another way. Like we could say, my mom beamed when she saw me read the book by myself.